Yeah. Welcome to the open book, where truth don't hide, stories ride, and every chapter got that power. Turn the page, now you stepping in, where real ones talk and the fake pretend. From viral heat to deep convo, we write the truth, let the whole world know. This ain't just a channel, it's a movement. The open book, every story, every voice.
Happy Memorial Day. Welcome to the open book. This is your host, Lakeisha, and I hope everyone's having a fabulous holiday. If you have served for our country, thank you so much for your bravery, your courage, and your sacrifice. So we celebrate and honor you on this day. Let's see who we have here so far. Welcome, Rebecca. Thank you for being first in the building. I appreciate it, sis. Thank you so much for joining. Good morning, Kathleen. Welcome. Thank you for joining today. Let's see. Kathleen says she's finally getting those notifications. Okay. I am so happy because we miss you when you're not in here, Kathleen. Hey, the queen is in the building. Happy Monday. D is here, y'all. Excuse me, y'all. I'm sorry. Y'all pray for me. My sinuses today are crazy. I got to get some allergy medicine because the temperature changed here and it just threw my whole body off, I guess. It's just crazy. I apologize. Okay. Yes, y'all. So I'm not going to keep y'all long because I'm going to do another live later on this evening as well. But this was important to me. I know some people are cooking out with their families, things like that. So if you're watching the replay, thank you so much for watching the replay. But thank you, those of you who are here watching live, okay? This is a topic that y'all know I've been following this story for a while with Michelle Loud. Yes, Kathleen, you did, but that's okay. You are back with Michelle Loud and Cora Jakes, which is the daughter of Bishop T.D. Jakes. Okay. Now, Cora, and I'm not going to go through the whole story. I do have videos where Michelle has told her story and so forth on my channel. If y'all want to, take some time to go back and look at the whole story. But Cora has Michelle's son, okay? It started off as just a time for, during a time when Michelle needed help. Cora was supposed to have just been helping her and watching her son until she got back on her feet and things like that. But it turned into her and her husband at the time keeping Michelle's son. And now Cora's no longer married. Okay, her husband is currently in jail. But Michelle has been in the fight to get her son back. And it has definitely been a battle. Now, when you're going up against a powerful family like the Jakes, that's not an easy task. Some people don't even want to take on her case because of who they would go up against. Okay. So she's had some movement with that. I believe she has a lawyer now and so forth. But in May, it's his birthday. Okay. And it's always a critical time because she wants to see her son. She wasn't able to see him for his birthday last year. And the year before that, I do remember her having a party for Jason, which is her son. And at the last minute, Cora said that Jason could not come. Cora threw him a birthday party the following day and did invite Michelle to come. At first, she wasn't going to go, but she went and was able to see her son. Let me pull up this photo. I hope it's something I could just find quickly. I should have put it on here already. Okay, here it is. Hey, Shelly Shells. Hey, sis. Yes, Dee, it is so sad. Oh, my gosh. Okay, so the picture on the left was Michelle and Jason when he was younger. Okay, the picture on the right his was Michelle and Jason 2 years ago at his birthday party. Okay. And I was so, y'all, when I tell you, I was so happy when she was able to see her son. And I put together this photo for her. She actually kept this on her uh, as one of her, what is it on Facebook? Not profile picture, but the background. Y'all know what I'm talking about. Her banner. She has this on there because I went back through her pictures and I was like, oh my gosh, you had on jeans and holding him on this picture, and then on the right, here he is. You got on jeans, not the same jeans, but I just was like a cute picture, and so it went together. And so yes, that's what he looked like 2 years ago. Let's see. Hey, new beginners. Hey, Rosie, welcome. Thank y'all for joining. Happy Memorial Day to everyone. And so, y'all, she has been in a fight. So this year, she was trying to be more proactive to at the beginning of the month. You're welcome, sis. You're so welcome, Rosie. I'm happy for you. I'm excited too, sis. Um, she was trying to be proactive because she wanted to see him this month for his birthday. But as y'all know, with the Jakes, it's not easy because you have to go through security clearance and things like that because of who they are, right? So I had not heard anything about his birthday. And I was like, isn't Jason's birthday this month? I woke up early this morning, y'all. And I usually, sometimes if I take my restroom break, I'll pick up my phone to see if I miss any messages. And lo and behold, there was an update from Michelle. And I said, let me click on this. Y'all, my heart just broke for her. So I wanted to share with y'all this update, and I want us to get into the conversation because let me just say this. I don't have anything personal against Cora. I don't know her. What I want to look through the lens of a mother. Okay. I want with this conversation, the lens of a mother. And what's right is right, and what's wrong is wrong. Okay. So it's not a personal attack against her or anything like that. But how do we think of a solution when a child is involved? Because he is pretty much caught in between this. Okay, this is his real life, his real life. And he has on one hand his biological mother trying to fight for him to get her son back to see him. Then on the other hand, you have the mother who has raised him from, a certain age till now that he's probably used to, and his heart, I can only imagine, is caught in this. Okay. Neither one is trying to intentionally hurt him. They know what their desire is for him. But how can we reach a happy medium with this? Okay. Um, D said when he gets older, he's going back to his mom if he can't get there now. Hey, D, a lot of people were saying that in those comments too. I agree with that. What is she going to do when he's old enough to leave? Okay, what are you going to do then? Hey, Terry, welcome. What are you going to do? Okay, so let me pull this up. Hold on 1 second. Oh, I can't do it like that. Okay. Thank y'all for your patience. Okay, here we go.
On at 6:30, but I don't think I'm going to be able to come on at 6:30, so I decided to do it right now. If y'all see it, y'all see it. If you don't, once I get done with this video, it will be in subscriber mode only. So if you would like to see it or catch.
Okay, let me say this too. This live is for educational and entertainment purposes only and is covered under the Fair Use Act. Information shared is alleged in our opinions as we react to various topics and people. Thank you for the reminder, Terry.
You have to subscribe to my page. Here's the update. On May 1st, I contacted Cora because Jason wanted to see me for his birthday. He expressed that to me. He said it to me, along with telling me what he wanted for his birthday. He wanted these Kobe 6 tennis shoes. He wanted a basketball, this black NBA basketball. He also wanted this metal gold net um, as well. So I contacted her on May 1st. I told her, hey, Jason wants to see me and see, his siblings for his birthday. Could you let me know so that I can, make whatever reservations or plan ahead, because I don't want it to be an issue of security clearance. She never messaged me back. Never got back with me, never responded. Before I sent that message, I asked her, for an address that I could send Jason's gifts to. And she responded back with her P.O. Box address. And then that's when I did responded back and said, hey, by the way, Jason has expressed that he wanted to see me and see us for his birthday. And I'm just trying to get ahead of things because I don't, like I said, I don't want security clearance to be an issue, because that was the excuse that was given last time. I don't know if you guys remember. If you don't, no response.
And that was what she was saying the last time it was time for Michelle to see Jason. She blamed it on security. So in this particular instance, Michelle was being proactive and in enough time, because his birthday wasn't until towards the end of the month. So she was talking to Cora about this at the beginning of the month because she knew that his birthday was coming up and she didn't want that to be an issue.
And so weeks went by, and a couple days leading up to his birthday, I said, I reached back out. I said, Cora, it's days now before Jason's birthday, and you haven't gotten back with me to let me know anything about Jason's request to see us, and I can't plan without you communicating with me. And don't say that, it's a lack of consistency. It's like anything I said, because I've been calling and texting consistently. And, you pick and choose when you let me talk to him and when you don't let me talk to him, and stuff like that. So she responds back and she says, oh, I didn't know about such requests. I have to talk to him about it. How did you not know about that? Jason made a request to see me and talk to me and for his birthday, but I was like, how you didn't know? And I texted you on May 1st. It's now, I think it probably was like May 18th or May 19th or something like that.
So even her son Jason wanted to see her for his birthday. Okay, because now it's been 2 years ago since he's seen his mom, and Cora has not allegedly been consistent in allowing him to talk to Michelle. Okay, so Michelle had been texting. She stated she had been texting and trying to work this out before his birthday. Okay, so if he wants to see his biological mother, is it possible for him to see her if he's only seen her like 2 years ago? That's all she was asking during this time.
I said, I contacted you, days ago about this, about months ago, early part of this month, about this request. So why is it now that I can't see my son? She never responded. The day of Jason's birthday comes, May 21st, and I know y'all probably was like, why she ain't post? It's just, I have been
Welcome, Susan and Life. Thank y'all for joining. Dee said he's young right now, so he don't know everything, but when he gets older, it will all come out. Yes. Okay. This is all over the internet. And if he probably already knows some stuff now because he is on the internet. Okay. So how are you going to cover up? And like I share even with Michelle, that even though it's hard right now, and I know that she's been in this fight for a while, her son will one day see her fight for him. Okay. And that is going to really touch his heart to know that mommy was at least trying to get me. It's no telling what Cora has been telling him, okay, about his mom. I don't know. Okay. But we've seen her trying also. Hi, Smart Cookie. Welcome. She said Cora is a horrible person. Y'all, I mean, you would think that you the bishop's daughter, that you would work to some type of peace, okay, in these type of situations. But it's showing a different part of her character. I'm gonna be honest. Okay, with a lot of the things that we hear, it definitely shows a different part of her character. She got the boy thinking his mom didn't want him. Probably so. Yeah. And that's sad.
Sorry. I It's the day of Jason's birthday. On May 21st, the day of Jason's birthday, I'm calling. You know, she never responded back to me after I sent my message. Like, you know, I'm trying to see him because he wants to see me and I want to see him, and I'm trying to plan. And I said, you've been doing me like this for years. You know what I'm saying? For years. And then you always try to make an excuse of what I'm not doing, but I do everything. And then Morton, you still fight me on every turn. Okay, so she never even responded to that. How she responded was she sent the P.O. box address again. And I'm like, you can send me an address to send his gifts, but you won't let me see him. I said, you can read my messages. You know what I'm saying? You clearly see what I'm asking you. And it's just like, people be like, do you know how much humbleness that I have to bite my tongue just to be like, I gotta ask you to let me see my son? That is so crazy. You know what I'm saying? So,
And knowing who I've witnessed Michelle to be throughout the years, that takes a lot of humility. It seems like she's been like trying to not talk about this, y'all, too much, and working behind the scenes. And if her son's birthday was on the 21st, and she just came live about this, I believe last night, and never posted, it's affecting her in a serious way. And sometimes you do probably just get tired, you know, and it looks like things are not moving, but I truly feel that God is still going to work this out. I don't know why people still go to that church with all of these scandals. You know what, Smart Cookie? My husband said the same thing today. He was wondering too. And I said, well, I mean, Sarah is now the pastor. And I think because there's no scandal out about her, they're like, okay, cool, we'll stay. It's because I have some friends that go there. Susan said, definitely praying for her and that the scales of justice be balanced immediately for her. Yes, I'm in agreement with that. Yes, God is going to work it out. She should never stop talking about it. Right. Because notice, y'all, at one point, a lot of content creators were talking about this, right? And then it kind of died down some. And notice, like, if something comes out with Bishop T.D. Jakes, then I notice that some things also come out with Michelle. Okay. Not with like bad things about Michelle, but her name in the algorithm pushes up. But I think a lot of people are just waiting in the waiting mode of what is going to happen with this. This is why I try to stay consistent. If Michelle comes out and she gives an update, I'm gonna give y'all the update. Okay. Because I don't want it to go completely quiet about this. It's too important. Okay, it's too important. This is her son. Okay, smart cookies like Sarah is a scam. Oh Lord, they couldn't be my friends anymore. Obviously, the church members are turning a blind eye. I do believe that. Yes, I do believe that is what some of them are doing. They don't want to believe it. Okay, they put people on a pedestal, and when the truth comes out about them, they're like, they wouldn't do that. These people lying. They hating. They jealous. They just trying to find something. Y'all know how people do. If it's their favorite, whoever it is, then they don't believe anything bad about that person. Right, smart cookie. That did happen. Yes, Susan, I am, and I mean, because it's only right. Right is right and wrong is wrong. Okay, and we got to call it out. I don't care who it is. Them church people be gang, almost like a cult, right? I know.
His birthday comes. It's May 21st. His birthday comes. I start calling. Now, mind you, school is out, and I know he's not at school on his birthday. Mind you, I kept calling on his birthday the whole morning. And she was sending my phone calls to voicemail. So I finally text. I'm like, Cora, I'm calling to talk to Jason for his birthday. I'm calling to tell him happy birthday. I'm just trying to tell him happy birthday. So I get a text back telling him, hey Mimi, I'll call you in a minute. And I said, Cora, stop calling me Mimi, because I be feeling like she be texting like she Jason. And it's not Jason, it's you texting me. So I just called it like Cora, stop calling me Mimi. And what time would Jason be calling me later? Because I'm just trying to tell him happy birthday since you won't let him see me. This is the thing that pisses me off. It's not just me saying, Cora, can you let me see my son? Jason has made a point to say, I want to see my mom and my siblings for my birthday. And you still refuse to do that. You still refuse to do that. But you expect for me to stop fighting for him, or to stop coming live, or to stop making posts, or to stop speaking up about this issue. But yet you refuse to not even just let me have him. You refuse to let me have a bond with him. You refuse to let me see him. I have to talk to him when you let him talk to me.
And also, that was one of the things, if Cora wanted her to stop talking about it and the narrative, you would have thought that she would start working with her on this. Like, I'm not even saying, because I know she has had Jason for a long time. I know that would be an adjustment to just say, oh, I'm gonna let my son go with his mom. No, I don't think she's gonna do that. Okay, yet. But is there a way where they could work out something where she could allow Michelle to get used to him, and they have visitation, some form of visitation together, especially for his birthday, if he requested to see his mother and his siblings? Okay. My heart hurts for her. Yes, Life said, how can Cora say she loves that child but hurting him and his mom? Okay, that is a very good point. Hello. That's a very good point. I wish she wouldn't have ever signed that paper. Right. And I don't know, at the time she knew the extent to what that paper meant, because she stated that she thought it was, how, like, if you're gonna be gone and you leave your children with someone and you sign a form that gives the person that's watching them authority to take them to the doctor, daycare, things like that. That's what she thought she was signing, not signing over custody of her child. So that's one thing. That boy started talking, just give it time. Okay. D. Hey, Cherry, good morning. Welcome. Yes, I believe that. And then he's going to start getting with Cora. Okay? Because he's going to start asking questions probably. If my mom is reaching out to me and she's trying to see me, how come you're not letting me? He's going to start questioning her at some point. Okay, as he continues to get older, he's going to see through the things that she's trying. Because to me, it's a form of manipulation as well. Okay, and trying to be in control of every little thing. She's trying to control the phone calls, the texts. Okay, so if you're not going to let her see him in person, then what's wrong with getting a phone call or a text message? All those children are going to eventually tell us about their real life, okay? Especially that little girl, too. What really happened? What really happened to her mom? Where is her mother?
You control everything. You try to control the narrative. You try to control the conversation. What he say? He gonna say that he had a dance that he was going to. Couldn't even tell me. Tell me the time of the dance when I fucking asked. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just like, what the fuck? So, eventually Jason calls and I'm talking to him, and I'm just like, I'm trying to keep it together because I don't want to rain down on his birthday. Like, I don't want him to feel me upset and angry on his birthday. And I'm like, I thought that I was going to be able to see you today because I know that's what you wanted. I was like, but Cora is not allowing that. And I was about to go on and on, but I was like, you know what? I'm not going to do that because he's just in the middle. You know what I'm saying? He's just in the middle. He's in the middle. He's in the middle. It has nothing to do with him, but everything to do with her. And so I was like, well, son, I'm just
wait a minute. Hold on, y'all got to pause for a second. Smart Cookie, he's not on here anymore. Now wait, you gonna make me do a special little search right quick? What? I never knew. Let's see. No, he's still on YouTube. Let me see. When was his last live? You had me? Okay, because he has a live schedule for today. I was like, wait a second, when did that happen? Okay, yeah, he's still on here, but he been talking about the attacks. Oh, okay, got you. I was about to say, yeah. So she ended up talking to him on his birthday. Okay, but I can see what she's saying. Like, that's her moment to talk to him. She doesn't want to ruin the moment because of what they're going through right now, but she also wants him to understand this is the reason why I'm not seeing you, is because I'm not allowed to see you right now, and his siblings. So I know that was a hard conversation because it didn't happen often, and you don't want to use that opportunity to bring the negativity. My heart breaks for her, y'all. When I see this, I can only imagine that has to be hard.
Get off the phone because, I just want you to enjoy your birthday. So I was like, I love you. He said, I love you. He got him on. And he was like, well, Mom, he was like, well, am I still gonna get my gifts? And I was like, yeah, I'm still gonna get your gifts. I'm still gonna get the money together to get your gifts. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that ended. I wrestled with the fact if I was gonna come and say anything or not, because there's a lot that's been happening behind the scenes. There's a lot that I don't speak about. There's a lot that I don't talk about, and I had to get quiet. But this shit is crazy, and I just can't be quiet about this shit. How does my son and make it known and make it a point to you that he wants to see me, and you still won't give me that. You're such a bitch, bro. You're such a bitch. You're crazy and you're senile. And it's fucked up. But you're gonna send me a picture of him going to his dance, and then I gotta get people sending me pictures of him graduating 5th grade, and you couldn't even extend an invite for me to come in there if you didn't let me see him on his birthday. You get what I'm saying? And then you got
So D, he's leaving 5th grade. So he's probably about 11, 12ish. I think he just turned, was it 11 or 12? Dog, because I think she said he may be 11. He may have just turned 11. It's either 11 or 12 when you leave 5th grade. Now, this part, oh my gosh, it's hard for me to watch it, y'all. It's just like she said, if you weren't going to allow me to visit him on his birthday, maybe that could have been another opportunity that both of them could have been there. If Cora does not trust her, I mean, girl, just be there. Just say, look, I want to extend this opportunity for you to come and see him graduate. I'll be there, but you're welcome to come. Okay. Now, there are people that still talk to Michelle. Michelle used to attend the Potter's house. So Cora sent her a picture, she said, but also other people that she know actually talk to her and tell her if they see him at church. She just said someone sent a picture of him graduating, from 5th grade. So there are people still on the lookout and watching out for him. Yeah, he is young. Hi, Miss Josephine, welcome. And so at that age, you are impressionable when you're young like that. But when you start turning 13, 14, okay, it's harder to fool kids at that age. It's harder to fool them.
Monet posting up Monet with my child. Like, I really want to fight these people and I can't. Like, I really want to physically fight these people because y'all keep playing with me. And for what? Because at this point, Jason is the one saying that he wants to see me. Jason is the one saying that he wants to talk to me. Jason is the one saying that he wants to see his siblings. And your selfish ass still want to allow that, bro. People always ask me, how does Jason feel? And I never say anything. I never comment. I never respond to it, but I'm saying it now. I'm saying it now. Jason has expressed every time on numerous occasions that he wants to see me and wants a relationship with me. And that bitch gets in between it every fucking time. I'm limited to what I can do because of legality proceedings. But when does it end? When does it fucking end? When does it fucking end? I haven't seen him in 2 years. Before the 2 years, I hadn't seen him in 5, 6 years. Before the 5 or 6 years, I hadn't seen him in 2 years. But she loves to try to put me as an inconsistent person in his life. I'm not inconsistent.
And I like Kathleen. Kathleen said this young man will not be mentally stable getting older. His resentment will be big. And I agree with the resentment part for sure. I'm praying that it does not affect his mental, but I could definitely see him resenting Cora later in life. Oh, I do too, Lachelle's. Oh, it's hard for me to watch. I'm so glad he do know his mom. Yes, he knows her. Yes. Um, and like I say, it's the heart of a mother. Imagine wanting to be able to see someone you gave birth to, a baby, a child you gave birth to, and all you want to do is spend time with them. Okay. And then she has this lady that allegedly they live together. I don't know if they live together or what, but she taking pictures with her son, with Jason. You know, you got her taking pictures, but you won't even let his real mother take pictures. Okay. And that time where there was a big gap in the time that she saw him, that's during the time when the divorce happened with Cora and her husband. And that's during the time when the allegations came out and when Michelle went viral with her other videos. When she came out saying because she was scared, she didn't know if anything had happened to her son after hearing about uh, Cora's ex-husband's charges. That's when the video went viral. Before that, she was just trying to work this out behind the scenes. But then it was brought to the forefront because of that reason. Okay. That's when things came out publicly and we knew about this stuff. She probably would have still been fighting behind the scenes had that not gone down with Cora's ex-husband. Now, look at the gaps in time. It's been 2 years ago, and I remember the birthday party 2 years ago. That's sad. Hi, Jessica. She said, man, this is messed up. And to think she'll have to deal with this until he's at least 18. Hey, I'm praying that something comes through before then. But yeah, because he's going to be old enough to go off with his mother. He will be old enough at that point if he wants to leave. And it might be sooner than that. Like, that's something that they need to think about. Why not do things in decency and in order? Okay. If we want to be church, if we want to be church people, Christians, things of that sort, blessed are the peacemakers. Is there a way to make peace in this situation and have some type of solution, a middle ground where you can allow your son a healthy relationship, Cora, with his biological mother? That Cora knows what happened back then. She knows. Okay. She knows what her intent and the motives were. Her and God know. And she knows what she's doing now. So that's affecting him. Like Michelle said earlier, it shouldn't be about you. It should be about the child. What is best for him? Let's see. Jessica, I think he could get a representative at 15 or 16. Oh, wow. Hi, Quaymar's Cookery Show. Thank you for joining. I'm doing great. How are you? Yeah, that would be awesome if he could. But they would probably try to block that. They would most likely try to block something like that from happening.
You just got it made up in your mind that you are my baby's mother. And because I won't bow down to y'all fuck asses, you use them as a pawn. You use him as a pawn.
I can see that.
You use him as a pawn. You tell him what to say. I'm sorry. I tried not to come and say anything, but I can't. I can't keep holding that shit in. It's one thing for me to ask, but it's a whole nother thing when he's making a point to say, I want to see my mom.
Right.
And you won't allow that. Then you got your bulldagger friend, girlfriend, lover, post it all up on it. Like, y'all are really playing with me, bro. Like, y'all keep playing with me and they keep trying to take the high road and do what I need to do in the court system and the legal realm. But y'all are really playing with me. Like, I had to really battle with myself not to pop up at Bishop's and
Now, I did mute some of that for a reason on some things that were stated. Um, that I think it was just in the emotion of things. And I was like, oh, if I was in the live at the time, I would be like, don't say that. Although you mad, don't say certain stuff. Smart Cookie said the Jakes really believe God is going to allow them to continue getting away with all this wrongdoing. Right. Uh girl, no, they got a divorce and her ex-husband's in jail. Okay. And his charges have something to do with the child. Okay. I don't know how true any of that was with, the daughter speaking up and all of that. It was a mess, y'all, back then with all of that. So yeah, look into that for sure. Um, because yeah, that's where all of this started, was when he got arrested. And Michelle stated that um he took a plea deal. And I was shocked. It never went to trial. That man was in jail, never had a trial. I never heard of that. I thought you at least get a trial, or a bond where you can get out. And he never got a bond. He just was in jail. Then eventually took the plea deal. So I don't know if he's scared. I don't know what happened with that. I really don't know. She's divorced now. It's a mess. Let me turn that in. Okay.
That shit is fucked up. And I can't even get the phone answered now when I call. Like, it took everything in me not to go to her parents' house and
Hold on, y'all. Okay, let me put it back up. Hey, Queen Tandy, welcome.
help. People saying that they helping you, they come out, they be a snake just to get information out, just to run. Sorry. I try to keep my I try to keep my composure, and I try to keep some type of peace for the sake of him. But I don't know how much longer I can hold on to that. I don't know how much longer I can do that. I don't know how much longer I can keep being a bigger person. I don't know how much longer I can do that. I don't know how much longer I can keep being quiet. And I'm trying to listen to the legal ways, but I don't know how much longer I can sit and keep letting them people do what they do, and I just gotta sit and I gotta wait on the courts. I don't know how much longer I can do that, and I'm trying, right? but but not let me see him on his birthday for no reason. You can't give a reason. You can't give a reason. You can't give me a reason why you wouldn't let me do it. You can't say because of security. So what's the reason now? I haven't seen him in 2 years, bro. I haven't seen my baby in 2 years. And before then, it was 6, 7 years. I hadn't seen him. And before then, it was 2.
And you know what? I agree with you, P. Jackson. She didn't welcome. She trusted the wrong people. She trusted the wrong people, and in a sense, because I know people are saying wait until he gets older and things like that. And I'm just wondering, y'all know, I just like thinking aloud. Is if she does decide to wait, if she does decide to wait, is that in her mind a sense of she's given up? You know what I'm saying? Like, I think as long as she continues to fight and do, certain things, then to her, it shows she's really trying to get her son back, which she is. But if she says, okay, I've been trying to no avail, this isn't helping the situation, I'm going to wait till my son gets a little older. That's hard. You know what I'm saying? That would be mighty hard. Right, Queen Tandy? Yeah, I can see that, smart cookie. Wait, but keep on trying. Yeah. And one thing I had even brought up too is writing letters to him. Um, I don't know if they will give it to him because she does have the P.O. box. I don't know if they will give it to him, but maybe keep a copy for her. Y'all know how Mr. was keeping those letters from Nettie for Celie in that box. Even maybe writing letters to him, taking pictures of her and the siblings, keeping like a safety box or something for him, videos where he can see later on. Maybe that helps with the emotion of missing him, that one day he will be able to see that. When my mom was alive, she wrote inside of her journals. There was a time when she was going to be gone, and I sensed that while she was writing, she knew that I would one day read her journals. Okay. And it put me back into that time period, what was really going on in her mind. So it would help to put it into journals and letters and things, because her son could then have a clear picture, because that would be in the future, but a clear picture leading up to the time when he is able to really have a relationship with her. He will know the pain. He will know the times that she cried, the time she tried, the time she reached out, and that will help speed it up. Because he has to get to know her now. The last time he was really with her was when he was younger. Okay, he was a toddler. Imagine you are different when you are a toddler to going to sixth grade. So many memories and things have been, gone. So many moments have been missed. Birthdays. She's barely able to see him for his birthdays. What memories will he have of her? So, in a sense, this helps to fill in the gaps if she were to do something like that. Yes, wait for peace of mind. Yes, I can give her Cora's address because well, smart cookie, she knows too. And that's what she was saying. But I kind of bleeped that out when she was saying, hey, she be wanting to go there. She know where they live. Yeah, she knows. She got the P.O. box and she has their address. She needs to not give up, because that baby know his mom want him. The resentment will be towards the Jakes. Hell, they basically kidnapped that baby. Okay, it will be. The resentment is going to be towards them. Yes, I agree. You can see the devil at work in this situation, but she got to know that God will fight her battles. She can't give up. Stay strong, Michelle, and keep leaning and depending on God. Yes, I agree with that. Queen Tandy said, my heart breaks for her. It's like Diddy and people with money. Yep, control and power. Right. I pray that God gives her strength to continue on. Me too. Me too. I agree. And thank y'all for those encouraging messages, because she does from time to time come to YouTube and Facebook and read through comments, so that gives encouragement as well.
I'm tired. She really wants me just to forget about my baby. Like, if I could just disappear, that would be the world for her, but I'm not going anywhere. That's the thing. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And I'm going to keep fighting for my son. Period. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. I'm not going nowhere. So, bitch, get used to it. Bitch, get fucking used to it. And I'm trying to call. This morning, I can't even get an answer. I just want. Listen, um,
Yes, Queen Tandy, girl, I see that coming. Like, seriously. The Jakes would have wrote that though. But I definitely can see that happening.
this is where we are. And something has got to change. Something has got to something has got to change before I crash the fuck out. And I'm trying to keep my peace. And I'm trying to walk the path and walk the line and do everything right. I can't keep letting motherfuckers play with me. I can't. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. I'm not built like that. I'm not built to keep letting motherfuckers play with me.
Well, as of right now, she finally was able to get a lawyer, because y'all, the lawyers did not want to really take this case on, because of who she's going up against. Now, she did sign an NDA, but after a while, when that video went viral and she didn't know what was going on with Cora's ex-husband, if her son had been affected, she said F and NDA. Okay, and she started talking. She said she wants them, because also, y'all, this is another thing. The records were sealed. She wants them to unseal the records, okay? Because there are allegations that some things that were done well, I'm talking all fast. Some things that were done were not done properly. Okay, conflict of interest, all of that. So she wants it done fairly. Okay, she wants them to look back over things. So as of now, Kathleen, Cora has custody of him. Okay, but Michelle said she was coerced uh, into signing some paperwork. She thought, that she was signing guardianship paperwork for them to have some authority to be able to take him places and hospitals and things like that until she got on her feet. But it's like they used that opportunity to snatch Till right up under her. I was like, wow. Hi, Christy. Welcome. He is 11, I believe, because he just graduated 5th grade. So he's probably 11 or 12. I don't know if she said the age, but his birthday was on the 21st. So I think he turned 11. Okay, you know them. Oh, ocean waves. Girl, we finally started to see a lot of stuff. I probably would have been like a wife that found out her husband cheated on me and showed up at the Jake's church. And y'all, she said that they banned her from the church, so she can't even come on the premises. So yeah, that's another thing. She can't even come to the church. I never heard of anyone that banned someone from church. Yeah, it's a lot of stuff coming out, y'all. Watch. We're gonna see more to be continued. Watch. Because little stuff already, it was so strategic that I believe the bishop signed over the church to Sarah and her husband during the trial. All of a sudden, out of nowhere, when the trial was about to start. Yeah, they do have security. You won't be able to get close to them. Well, we need to be at the jailhouse with her ex-husband. Maybe he has something he can give her to use against Cora. And I think at one point that's what she was trying to do. I think it kind of went another way when he took that plea deal. I don't know for sure, but that's what, she was trying to stand in there with him too to kind of see what happened with all of that. And so I don't even know how many years he has. Yeah, that part. He knows some stuff too. But he's probably afraid for his life too. Okay? Because the way all of that happened too was suspect with how he went to jail and was in jail. Nobody could get, no bond or not. It just was weird. That whole little situation when it happened. Then while he's in there, she divorces him and stuff like that. That's crazy. I'm sure they are watching her videos. Yep. How could you keep someone else's child knowing that they do not belong to you? Right. And that the mom is trying to have a relationship. Okay, smart cookie. Clock that T. Yeah, me too, Ocean Waves. Yeah. I'm like probably 35 minutes from there. 35, 40 minutes, not even 40. Eventually, no members will attend anymore where there will always be a few. Yeah, it's going to always be a few. But if you look at their Sunday services, they make everyone sit towards the front counter. Okay. That church, y'all, used to be packed. They have lost a lot of members. If you look on a Sunday morning, it is not packed like it used to be. Okay. So some people are starting to catch on. Yeah, Lachelle's is crazy. And when he does get out, I believe he will have some things to say. I wonder, did they make him sign an NDA? I'm curious about that part too.
I'm not built like that. Shay, if the whole story is confused, I don't know what to tell you. Go back and listen. I don't know. Go look at
D. I'm telling you, that little boy, he knows what goes on in that house. Okay? I feel that when he gets, and she might be scared to let him go with Michelle because he's of age now where he knows stuff and can talk because, he may say something. She's not letting him talk as much anymore. Yeah, he knows some stuff that's taking place in that household. And ain't no telling what is taking place in that household. Okay. Potter's House North recently changed their name and are no longer affiliated with them. Smart cookie. And somebody gave the tea on that in a Content Creators Live one day. I don't even know who that person was. They came in there and dropped that information. And I said, wait a minute, what? This was right after, let's see, right after Sarah got the church. And they came in there that evening or something and said, well, the Brady's are about to branch off. I think they know some stuff is coming down the rabbit hole. Okay. They are about to be found. Some things are about to be found out, and they want no parts of it. They want no parts of it. So, yes, I heard about that. Yes. The divorce means nothing because the home is in his name and hers. So what does that mean, sis? What would that mean? Tell me more about that. Hi, Robert. Welcome. Cora, give Jason back to his rightful owner, Michelle, which is his biological mother. Yes. And do it expeditiously. Jake's going to jail. He will be a full-time prison minister. A full-time prison minister. And you know what, y'all? And I said this too. If she really wanted kids, okay, which was a desire of hers, I heard that she allegedly can't have kids and allegedly couldn't go through the proper legal way of getting kids, right? I don't know how true that is. Giving him back and making this right could be the key to unlock her womb when she's ready to have a child again. You never know what could be blocking you. Now, I don't know if she wants to get married again. She's I would stay away from that topic. It takes Michelle to talk about that. Okay. I don't know if this was all a part of the plan. Okay, because some other lady, they really close. Okay. So now y'all got kids, your husband out there. It just has a certain look to it. I'm gonna be honest. Okay. God doesn't want her with children. She needs to take it. Oh Lord. Oh my goodness. Robert said, I think Jake stepped down because he's dealing with the Dwayne Youngblood lawsuit, and Jake's don't know if Diddy gonna sell him out. Robert, you are 100% on point. Okay, he does not know how this is gonna go, because y'all have to understand too. With the government, they have not gotten to that part. We still have 6 weeks of trial left, approximately 6 more weeks. Okay. They have not even gotten to the part with the freak off tapes, the things that were recorded there in that household. Okay. He also has this lawsuit with Dwayne Youngblood going on. So it was strategic in him turning over that church, just like Diddy was turning over things into his son's names and his mom's name and things like that. Well, he did the same thing. Okay. He's probably been moving money too and getting situated because they don't know how this is going to go. And while my husband said, while she up here trying to keep somebody's son, she needs to be worried about her dad, making sure he's staying out of jail. Okay. Oh, it means that she can't do anything with the house without his consent, even if he's in jail. Oh my God. I didn't know that. Do you think that they made him sign some stuff over? That's what I'm wondering. I'm putting nothing past these people. Like, seriously. No one wants to marry her unless they have a part of the church. Oh, wow. I heard Jake is tied up with Diddy's situation allegedly. Yeah, he was there. Y'all, the internet, y'all funny. Why somebody said, now Bishop Jakes can be all at the freak house, but he not at that courthouse praying for Diddy. I was like, hey, that's a good point. This one I need you. Okay, I need you up here every day. At least come one time. Okay, lay your hands, anoint me. If they give me a handkerchief or something. Okay. But he was at the freak-offs, but you ain't at the courthouse. See, no, you want to disassociate. A lot of Diddy's friends, they've disassociated themselves from what's going on. Yeah, it's just crazy. It's crazy. Robert said the devil is a liar, but what did the devil say to God and wanted to tempt Job? A man will give anything for his own life. Yes. Yes, smart cookie. 6 more weeks. Okay. He will be a little boy forever, right? I hope after she gets her son that she sues the hell out of that entire family individually so they don't try to play her. Get the whole family and Cora go to jail. Okay? Girl. Yeah, Diddy gonna start snitching on everybody. Yeah, after a while, if he sees it's going downhill for him, see, right now he's looking to see if he could get away with it. Okay. But if it looks like it's not working out in his favor, he gonna start snitching on everybody. So that's why they don't want to be up there at the courthouse. I would be up there at the courthouse because I would want him to think I'm on his side. Don't tell on me. I've been supporting you. I'm coming up here. Okay. Pete Jackson said, I stopped listening to TD Jake soon after I heard about Michelle Loud's case with his daughter. Yeah. Anybody that stands by and let their daughter take a child from their mother can't be a man of God. Right. And y'all, they know about this. Her father and mother know about this, Michelle said. Michelle said that she even, like, when she went to the birthday party, she said she spoke with Sarita Jakes and everything. But they are like, their hands are tied. They can't tell her what to do. Okay. I definitely would be condoning it. I wonder if Jakes used that baby oil when he was, Robert, you wrong for that. TD and his wife lived in the main house, and the children lived in the guests, doing everything they wanted to do. Right, right. And see, that's the part that a lot of people overlook. Some of these pastors, they know what their kids are doing. They know what they're doing. Unfortunately, if no one was underage, no one would be going to jail. Right, that's true. I agree. Ooh, woo! This is a lot. Lord.
Old videos, I don't know. This is not the time and place to be making those type of comments like that. I don't know what you mean by the whole story is confusing. I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means.
You're good, Robert. I was
Anywho,
just glad.
I have to get Jason's gifts. If y'all want to help do that, y'all can. Y'all can cash out love in the first. Other than that, I'm gonna do what I have to do and what I need to do. That's the update. I can't do this, y'all. I gotta go. I gotta go. I'll be back later. Maybe tomorrow. I'll be back later. But I just wanted to be on record that Jason requested to see me and his siblings for his birthday, and Cora refused to allow that to happen. She refused to let that happen. She ignored me for 21 days. She ignored me for 21 days. She then tried to act like she didn't get the message, that she didn't know that that was the request, but she absolutely did. The day of his birthday, she was not trying to answer the phone, but I kept calling until he was able to call me back. And I haven't talked to him since. I'm going to end it here. the rest of what I want to say, I'll probably say it tomorrow because I'm telling y'all, it's been nothing but prayer that has kept me from crashing the fuck out since May 21st. Since May 21st. You know, that's just where we are. That's just where we are. So I'm gonna get him his gifts. I'm gonna send them to the funky ass PO box address. I'm gonna have receipts because I want him to know that his mama love him. And there's nothing that I wouldn't do for him. And there's nothing that I wouldn't give him. Nothing. There's nothing in this world that I wouldn't do for him. You know? Thank y'all. I'll be back later or tomorrow. Thank y'all.
Whew, y'all, that's hard to watch. I'm gonna be honest, it's so hard to watch. Um, because I know her heart is to see her child. Now, y'all been making some great comments in the chat. Let's see. Queen Tandy said, "OB, this could be like Diddy. After she gets this going in court, a lot of other mothers will probably come out, wonder how much practice they have had." Queen Tandy, girl, you are onto something, but check this out. There was allegedly another lady at the church. Michelle has brought this up before too, that it had happened with her child. Okay. But some way she was able to get her child back from Cora. Okay. And allegedly, the daughter that she has, her mother was deported. What happened to that lady? How did she get deported? You know, and you got the child. Was that legal? Like, how was that transferred over? Because why isn't Cora able to legally adopt? That's another wondering that I have. Why does she have to hold on to other people's kids? How come it's a lot of foster kids that need some homes. I've heard of some that, you know, needed some homes and they don't have anyone that they would love a family. Why are these kids? You know that you have a mother that wants her son back. I don't get it. I really don't, but I'm pretty sure it may be others. And Larry Reed, y'all, right around the time when Michelle's video went viral, when she was pleading, you know, to them about her son, Larry did a whole lot. Oh, y'all, I may actually look for that. But he was breaking down how Cora used to have these dolls, y'all. It's really weird. It's really weird. I don't know what was going on in her mind, but I'm gonna try to find it. Let me read some more of y'all's comments. Okay, hey Boop said TD is a fake. I've never felt he wasn't. The way he was dropping it was very disgusting. It mimicked something else. Sarah is full of crap, as well as her husband was married when she told him that wanted him to be her husband. He was married before? I didn't know that. Yeah, me too, Smart Cookie. Sarah to her husband that God wanted him to be her husband. She knew. Oh, wait. He was married before? I never knew that part. Baby, y'all know a lot of stuff. Sarah Jakes was once married to an NFL. Yeah, she was married before too. Mm-hmm. Yep. I wonder. He hasn't spoken up either. What happened to that guy? I really want to hear his story too. Some of them know that they better be quiet. Okay. Oh my gosh. Hi, Don. She said he got arrested and never seen a judge. Right. Don, I have never heard of anything like that happening. where you just go to jail and disappear. You don't get to see a judge. You don't get an opportunity for bail. Like, what in the world? It was reported the husband got a visit in jail and he was told what to say. If he didn't, they threatened to harm his mother because she was speaking out. I heard about that too, Don. Allegedly. Okay. I heard about that too. Oh, wow. Sarah's full of crap as well. She told a married man that God told her that he should be her husband. So she got married to him. Oh, see, I didn't even know that. See, that's a form of manipulation. They tried that with Michelle too, as it pertains to Jason. Oh, you had this baby for Cora, bringing in these prophetesses and all of that. Y'all be careful with stuff like that. Like, seriously, be careful on who lays hands on you, who's speaking into your life. You have to be careful. I don't care how many people they have at their church. Okay, be careful of who you trust. He has his own mind, his own thoughts. Wow, I never knew that. Ocean waves. Okay, who's the Stevenson woman? I don't know her. Queen Tandy said, Obi, I knew it was something because they have it too wrapped tight. Yes. Okay. Yes, girl. It's another, at least another lady. Because I think they were coming into Michelle's live too one day. And that's when you see all these other comments and stuff. So, sometimes I'm just like reading. I'm like, what? What? Like how y'all putting stuff. I'm like, what? I didn't know about that. So it was another woman. I don't know what happened with that, how she was able to get her child back. And I don't know. I remember when Cora was at the hospital with the other lady when she was about to give birth. Okay, so you were around back then too. Oh, wow. She worked for them and they would not renew her work visa. Oh, her church friend, the social worker, helped her steal these children. Oh, ocean waves. Oh, we're going to say allegedly. Oh, God. What? Wait a minute. What? Oh my gosh. So are you saying the one that they would not renew her work visa, was that the little girl's mother? Yes, Sarah's husband left his wife for no biblical reason. I never knew that. I never knew the man was married before. Marrying somebody that's already married is against the law, right? Well, I think he got a divorce. Yes, smart cookie. Yes. Wow. Sarah's husband had an entire family, and he married Sarah 30 days after his divorce. Now, wait a minute. Y'all, I never knew that. I never knew that. 30 days? Except for this. Well, wait a minute. Dexter. Yeah, I haven't heard anything about him. As soon as court starts, the walls of Jericho will come down in the Jake's household. Ooh. Anybody that's not filled with the Holy Spirit, do not let them lay their hands on you, because they could be imparting something in you that's not of God. That's right. The judge that signed off on the children. Yep, she was. Yes. I think was she the attorney? What's her name? Faith Johnson. Judge. Was she a judge or an attorney? A DA? Yes, that's a conflict of interest in my opinion. Okay. I heard that they were supposed to start a nonprofit that's supposed to help pregnant teens, but basically they're turning over their rights. Oh my God, Jessica. Okay, so tell me this. When were they starting to do that? Are you saying that started recently or back then when all of this stuff started happening with the children, them getting access to get these kids? Yes, Kathleen, I told you this is a whole rabbit hole. Oh, it was the girl's mother. So they didn't renew her work visa and probably set it up for them to come get her. Allegedly, that's just my opinion. Okay. Hey, B, my girl, I don't see you that much, B. You must be busy. We've been missing you. Thank you so much. Okay, so she was a judge. Okay. I hope you are doing better as well. A little. Oh, wow. Yeah, smart cookie. I'm looking like, what? Oh my gosh. This is crazy. Within the last couple of years, I did not know that. Oh my goodness. Let me see if I can. Let's see here. Hold on, back on my life. Let's see here. I want to see if I can find. It was where is it? Cause y'all, that video that Larry did that day, oh my gosh, it opened up my eyes to so much. Let me see. Bishop James, let's see, versus the parents of the children. I don't think it was that one. Let's see. Update Michelle Loud. Because he did do a lot of updates too. He did some 3 years ago. But there's one, Tom, I thought I could quickly find it, that he did just over Cora. Now, I don't know if they made him take that down or if he was able to keep it up. But child, when he broke down how the dolls and those posts she was making, it didn't have a good look. It made her look like something was mentally wrong. Okay, I finally finished the box braids in my hair. Oh, you didn't add any hair? Okay, I do remember you saying you were going to do your hair. Okay. Judges are supposed to recuse themselves, conflict of interest. Right. And it was definitely a conflict of interest, in my opinion. Hi, Cancer 66. She said, I've been listening to the live from the bushes. We all need to keep Michelle in our prayers. Exactly, Cancer 66. And thank you so much. Okay. When you have been given an oath to protect and serve, you have to live up to that oath. Exactly. Can you put a poll up to see I'm the only one that's ready to retire Blackthorn? Girl, everybody is at this point. Right. My daughter, she braided her own hair too this weekend. Those two women those two women came up a new workshop and never followed through on them. Oh my goodness. Girl. Now I can see that as being stop. I can see that as being a way to get some kids. Because y'all know they said even some of these caseworkers, CPS caseworkers are starting to do that with these kids, these children, selling them and things like that. It's so sad. It's so sad. We don't know, oh my gosh, y'all. That just gives me that gives me the creeps. Like you are literally trying to get people's kids. Oh my gosh. That is so sad. Oh, I wish I knew which one of these videos was the one. Because when I tell you, he broke that thing down. Oh, and if y'all didn't know, Michelle's house was broken into a year ago, and they took some laptops and things she had. Um, that was suspicious. Okay, it was a whole home invasion. Um, that was okay, and yeah. Let's see. Let's see. You wanted to put my hair? Okay, the protective style. Y'all talking about hair. I wonder if she could take them to family court and sue them. Well, she I think she has a lawyer. I don't know what phase they are into all of this right now. Because this is gonna be tough, man. Like seriously. If they unseal the records, I think that's one thing that she really wants them to do is to unseal the records. Okay. That will give some clarification on some things. Also, the child's father has not signed over his rights. Okay. Did they try to contact him? And Michelle said they don't even know who the father is. She does. How many advocacy groups and lawyers that might take her case pro bono? She's tried. And a lot of them, because the Jake's family, don't want to even take it on. Yep, it's about to be the summertime. Yeah. I'm just like, y'all, this is crazy. But my prayers go up to Michelle. It's a lot of layers to this, y'all. I do believe her son is starting to see what is really happening. He wants to spend time, and she wants to get that on record. He asked and requested to spend time with her and his siblings, and Cora did not allow it to happen. She was able to talk to him on his birthday on the 21st, but she has not been able to see him. That father needs to bring a lawsuit against them. However, if he didn't sign the birth certificate, he can't. And see, I don't know if he did or didn't on that part. He's, I think, 11. Right. Okay, Queen Tandy. That's who she needs. Okay. He probably does. He probably does, but I don't know this. Turn that down. But I don't know. I don't know, y'all, what's going to happen. I know Michelle was saying she's not trying to show too much of her hand with that part. So I don't know. It's a lot of wow. Yeah, like I think that's why she wants like the records unsealed, because some people do still have some questions. Like I think maybe if they see the paperwork and see certain things, because some people are still like one lady in her live was saying she was confused and she wasn't trying to get smart with her or anything like that. She said, but go and look back at the videos. I've talked about things, I've answered questions and so forth. Um, so yeah, because you have to prove, just like in Diddy's case, they're going to have to prove that he used coercion. Just like in hers, they will have to prove that she was really coerced and the paperwork and look at all that. So yeah, it's a lot involved with that. Yeah, if she doesn't get anything done now, right? The church is empty because a lot of the women ministers claim they have been actually assaulted by other ministers, and Jakes won't do anything. Are you serious? No, I didn't hear about that. That's what I didn't hear about that. Oh, child, y'all done took this a whole look. I don't know any of this stuff. What? I am done. Are y'all serious? Oh Lord, they trying to see that. That could be another reason he gave it over as well. Okay, because are any of those women filing lawsuits? Right, it's all alleged. It's screen. It's on the screen too. Yeah, it's everything is allegedly. Okay. I would give the sister ear that took over the church. She don't like her sister Cora allegedly. What I meant was Sarah and Cora's always created spiritual workshops and never followed through, just collecting folks' money and moving on. Oh, so wait a minute. How does that work? So wait, you mean to tell me so it's set up like you pay for this workshop, but they never have the workshop? Or they have a workshop, but they never continue with what they're doing with the workshop? if that makes sense. Teach your children not to start a family until they are ready. Yes. Okay. Right. Allegedly. It's all a money grab. Cora was teaching people how to pray for $75. I remember that smart cookie, and I was like, what in the world? I was like, girl, $75. I just couldn't believe it. Smart cookie said everything she typing is the truth. Okay. Okay, so let me ask you, because you and Ocean Waves, y'all got some knowledge. So do y'all know of how many other women there have said that their children were taken by Cora? Was it just one other lady? I know of the two now, but were there other ladies there? Because I know someone came to Michelle's live one day and said that they knew of a girl that it happened with her, but she was able to get her child back. Yeah, that too, V. Well, that's cheaper than what Nina was charging. Oh my gosh. Wow. Yeah, we got to do a follow-up on this other stuff. We need to know. Okay. Me too. Girl, they never do the workshops. They don't give no refund? Do they ever say what happened? Lord have mercy. Oh, y'all, this is too much. This is too much. But you know what? What's done in the dark comes to the light eventually. Okay? So sometimes people will think, oh, we're getting away with stuff, so they keep doing it. Well, what happens when God rips the cover off? Okay? That stuff will come out. Right. When Juanita Bynum was preaching, where she was talking about how important it was for people to be delivered from the homosexual lifestyle. Oh, wow. I thought she was talking about being promiscuous as well. Oh my gosh. So y'all, we're going to revisit, because I want to find that video. I think I want to do one when we react to that video from Larry Reed. I'm hoping they make him take that down. But I got to go through those videos that I see with her on the thumbnail and see which one it is. And then we'll talk about that. And y'all bring some more info that y'all know. Because y'all, look, I clock stuff and I keep a mental note just so I can connect the dots. Okay? I promise you, I'm remembering everything y'all say. Because now with these workshops, oh no, I would not. Well, I wouldn't sign up anyways. But it's good to know that, hey, we get money and not doing it. So people will know in the future. Wow. Ooh, and the mother. I didn't know what happened with that lady, the girl's mother. Wow, that's all a legend. Okay. But y'all, thank you so much for joining. Make sure you hit the like button. Also, if you have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe. And don't forget, go pick that up to hit the bell, because you never know when I'm going to go live. And I do plan on going live a little later about Miss Shirley and her, the dancer, little Miss Shirley, and her mother, and CPS being called on her mom. So I want to kind of touch on some of that as well. But y'all make sure you get some barbecue, get some rest, watch some TV, and I will see y'all next time. I love you all. Thank y'all so much for joining. No, you haven't, Robert. You're good. We love you here. And after 6, probably so, V. Uncle Charles, welcome. I love y'all. Uncle Charles, you got to watch the replay. Bye-bye.
You just flip through truth with the open book. If you felt that heat, like share and stay locked in. Another chapter done, but we far from finished. Truth on the mic, yeah, we handle business. Real talk, no fluff, just facts and fire. From the book to the block, we taking it higher. The open book, every voice matters, every lie shatters. Catch you next page.